Slow start this morning. Temperature was down to 32. And we were all a little slow getting out of our tents. We left camp at 11:39 PCT mile. That's this morning at 10:10 a.m. Starting this big 1,300 foot climb right out of the chute. I'll keep you posted. Alright, here we go. We are just about exactly 1 mile from camp, climbing steadily the whole way, and we've knocked out about 600 feet in that first mile, and that leaves about 600 feet to go. Don't know how far that last 600 feet is spread out. We will find out. That first stretch was pretty good. Pretty good climb. All right. Talk to you in a minute. Ski resort right up there. Ski lift. The PCT northbound. Well, that might help us with the hunters we saw pass us this morning. We're at 1140.2 PCT mile. We're at the Tevis Cup Trail Junction, which would go that direction here. And stay to the right here, and we're continuing on the PCT, and right now it's 10:55 a.m. We've gone about 1.25 miles from camp at 7,900 feet, and we've gained 650. So those are the stats for right here, and we'll talk to you soon. Now we're at 1140.7 on the PCT. And this is the headwaters of the American River. If you could get on your inner tube here, you'd wind up in downtown Sacramento at some point. We've gone about 1.75 miles from camp, gained about 800, a little over 800 feet. So we've got 400-ish to go to the summit. And I think just over the summit, we're looking at a water source that could be our lunch spot for the day. That'll put us over the 1,200 foot climb and starting down the other side. We're at 1141.2, and this is a sign if you're going down this climb. So I'm turned around looking at it. So this is where we came up. You'd be entering this, reading this sign here. Looks like it's got a little snow damage. Knocked it over and into that tree. Squaw Valley to the right.
We were wrong about Tevis. This is Tevis.
Now we're looking at this Tevis Cup Trail Junction sign. pack train here, doing some reloading. And I told you that there was a Tevis Junction trail a mile back, but that was on your Gut Hook Far Out app. And this one, it was labeled Tevis Cup Trail, but this is only labeled Trail Junction on the Far Out app. So they may have done some trail work and loops around and comes here, but until I get home and look at a topo, won't be able to be sure. Okay, so this is the Far Out app on my phone, and it's showing the Tevis Cup Trail right here at 1140.2 on the Far Out app. There is no sign at the trailhead, at the trail at this point, at this junction. But now, right now in the video, we're standing at this point, Trail Junction at 1141.2. There is a sign here. Far Out app does not say Tevis Cup Trail Junction here. It says it up here. So this appears to be wrong. Now here's the CalTopo map. Here's where we're standing right now on the map, on the video. And this map builder topo is calling this the Tevis Cup Trail and also the Western States 100 Endurance Run Trail. So this is what's on CalTopo under map builder topo. Now I switched to CalTopo to the Forest Service map. This is where we're standing right now on the trail, and there is no trail shown here on the Forest Service map. There's no Tevis Cup Trail on this version of the map. Now we're still on the CalTopo Forest Service map. This is where we're standing, and you can see there's no trail coming off of here, which we're standing here looking at a sign. But if you look down here at where Far Out app says at 1140.2 that says it's a Tevis Cup Trail, and you follow this up there, you see Tevis Cup Trail down here on this Forest Service map. So bottom line, if you're using the Far Out app and you're northbound, you're going to come to this first, Tevis Cup Trail 1140.2. That may or may not be the Tevis Cup Trail, because if you go one more mile northbound, you'll come to the trail junction and there's a sign there that says Tevis Cup Trail. So if you're southbound, you're going to come to this sign first, and this may confuse you if you're looking ahead. So not sure what to do, but just be aware that there is a discrepancy here. All right. Sorry for all the confusion. Granite Chief Wilderness, Tahoe National Forest. Wow. We are at PCT 1141.5, Palisades ski area right there, and Lake Tahoe just over the hill. And we are at the crest of the climb from our camp, and it's just short of noon, 2.6 miles from camp, 1,283 feet of climbing to this point, and we are starting a descent. Don't know how far it is, but we'll keep you posted. Okay, here we go. First switchback. Second switchback. All right. 1 o'clock. We're 3.4 miles from when we left camp this morning. 1,300 feet of climbing. Now we're 11:43.0. Been 3 hours and 15 minutes since we left camp. It's 1:25, and we've gone just about 4.5 total miles since we left camp, but we took about a 40-minute lunch break. Well, we pretty much just passed over the highest point, and now we're heading down to, in 1.2 miles, we've got a creek. If you look at far out, and we've got a North Fork of the American River, by some people's call. Well, 1/10 of a mile or so back there, we crested the highest point, looks like. And we got about a little over a mile to go, 700 feet of descent. And we come to a creek, which, depending on what information you look at, may or may not be the North Fork of the American River. We passed the American River back there on far out Gut Hook back a little while ago. Apparently this may be the North Fork of the American River. On far out it just says creek, I think. But we'll find out when we look at our topo map. And until then, I got about a mile to go to that creek. And then we're gonna talk about what to do with our remaining time of the day. How much of a water carry we want, how many miles we want to do, things like that. So we will keep you posted. We're at an intersection here at 11:44.5. Trail passes through private property, protected, no camping, no fire. Tinker Knob, Pacific Crest Trail, Squaw Valley. 44.5, and the far out Gut Hook app just says creek. I looked on my CalTopo and it does say the North Fork of the American River is right in this vicinity. So it looks like that's what this is. Well, we just left that water source down there at the North Fork American River. We got a little 450-ish climb to get up to the next campsite listed on Far Out. And I started a little bit ahead of them because they are considerably faster than me on a steep climb like this. So I'm making my way up this climb and see if they catch me before I get to the campsite. I'm pretty sure they will. Alright, see you then. So this is what that 450-ish foot climb looks like. Big steps. Steep. Not consistently though, there was a little flat spot back there. Supposed to be a campsite up here. We'll soon find out. We're at 1145.6. It says there's a tent site down the hill, and I can see it. That big open area down there. So I guess you just take this little bunny trail here. Down there is room for lots of tents. Unfortunately, there's no water. I think I'm going to go 0.2 ahead from here, as there's a creek with flowing water, so I'll probably go up there and fill everything I've got and come back and camp there. Otherwise, the next campsite's kind of far, and we're not sure we want to try that today.
Is that it?
A bare spot.
That's 30 feet. Did you find a trail?
Still looking. There's a couple little bunny trails off to the side. Oh, we're here at 1145.8. This is the stream on the Far Out app. Didn't seem like it was 0.2 from back there where you branch off to that tent site with the Far Out says 3 spaces. The comments say 10 or more. Yeah, it was a pretty prominent flat spot from looking at it down from the trail. Looking down at it from the trail. But it was, a couple hundred feet, like they said, down the slope. Anyway, it only took me a couple minutes to get here to the water from there. So I'm going to fill up and camel up and then head back down there and regroup with the brothers. Now there's a few shots of my tent at the last campsite of the trip. This is the end of day 6, and tomorrow we'd be finishing at Donner Pass. Always bittersweet to have that last night on the trail. It's nice to think about getting home, but you're starting to get used to life out here, and it's just really enjoyable and hard to leave it. But plenty more trips in the future. So anyway, stay tuned for day 7 coming up soon, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Really help us out. Okay, thanks. See you next time.